Hey guys, it's Rachelle McCray here, and I wanted to give you a couple quick tips. And right now seems like the perfect time because I'm on my own road trip myself. I left Phoenix, Arizona yesterday, and yes, it was 100 and about 20 degrees there, so it was time to get out of town as far as I'm concerned. And we drove up to Laughlin, spent the night there. I've only been to Laughlin once before, so the one thing that I can tell you is there's always something new to explore, whether you've been there one time, 1,000 times, 10,000 times. There's always something to explore wherever you've been. But today we drove from Laughlin, Nevada to San Francisco, California. So we'll be here for about a week. But I wanted to give you a couple quick tips on how to make your next road trip a success. And I'm sure that there are a lot of road trip pros out there who are going to be nodding along with some of my tips. And maybe there are some novice people out there who don't take a lot of them, but hopefully these few tips will help. Okay, first of all, let's start with planning accordingly. I know it seems obvious, but I don't know about you, but I'm not always a planner when it comes to travel. Sometimes I just like to pack my bags and get out of town. But the one thing is when you're taking a road trip, you want to make sure that you're safe, of course. So make sure you choose a driver. If you're going with someone else, whether it be your husband or your roommate or your friends, try and choose someone that, pick a driving schedule. We drove 9 hours today, and my travel buddy decided that he wanted to drive the whole way, so we did that. But if you're going to be a passenger in a car, try to make sure that you stay awake and stay alert as much as you can so that, they don't fall asleep on the job either, because when you have a sleepy passenger, sometimes you can have a sleepy driver. Of course, when you're planning accordingly, make sure that you get everyone's lists of what they want to do. For example, in Laughlin, I wanted to see the London Bridge. You'll catch more of my experience next Tuesday on my blog, but I've never been there. And so there's a lot of fun facts, a lot of cool things. So that was on my list, and my travel buddy had some things on his list. So we made sure to get those things done while we were there. And yes, we did manage to make it to the casino. And yes, we won just a little bit, which was pretty exciting. Make sure that you pack properly. So when you're planning your trip, make sure that you've checked to see if where you're staying has a washer that's accessible, because then you don't have to obviously pack as much stuff. Can you use those new travel undies that I saw my friend Kieran was posting about, where you only need like 2 pairs of undies for like 10 days or something crazy? Check out her blog. It's Red Hot Mama. She's got some good tips on there too. She's going camping actually, so it's good for Travel Tuesday. Last but not least, when you're planning accordingly, make sure you have an emergency kit. So you want to make sure that you've got food and water in case there's any problems or any incidents, and make sure you have flares and a charged cell phone. Okay, that was all tip number 1. Tip number 2, let's use technology. We're using it right now. Might as well bring it on our road trip. I love apps. They make my travel life so much easier. It makes spontaneous travel easy too. I use apps like Secret Escapes, which helps. It's a flash travel website, so it helps me get really good deals. I also use Hotel Tonight if we don't know where we're going to stay and get really good deals there. And of course, Airbnb, they have an app too. Those are all really great things. And of course, don't forget your GPS apps. Find your favorites. And there's a couple of other apps like Reward Wallet that you can book reward points and travel on the go. So all those things are good. Utilize your technology. Last but not least, go with simple style, ladies, when you travel, and gentlemen too. So for example, today I decided I'm not wearing any makeup because we're going to be on the road all day, but I did want to look halfway presentable since I knew I was going to be seeing everyone in Facebook land. So I took just a few minutes, straightened my hair. It's a nice, simple summer style, little minimal jewelry, nice, cute top, but make sure that you do look presentable too, because you never know if you're going to stop into a diner or where you might end up on your spontaneous road trip. But try to keep it simple. Don't overdo it with the jewelry. Don't overdo it with the makeup. Just make sure that you're comfortable, your guests are comfortable, and you're ready for whatever weather you might have as well. So I hope you enjoyed my 3 quick tips and my first live Facebook talking on Travel Tuesday. Stay tuned next week to my blog. I will have all about my visit to the London Bridge, and of course my recap of San Francisco and everything in between. So thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.